Okay, I think I'm back and running. I don't know what the fuck happened there. I don't know. Like my computer, like I thought it completely shut down on its own. But I don't know. Like it went into sleep mode or something. I don't know. It was weird because it was like it was almost like I had to power it back on, but it didn't completely shut off. So yeah, it was like I don't know. It was some type of sleep mode because like the game never shut off. If it did, I was been like, you know what, fuck this. I'm just gonna go to bed. But no, but the game never shut off. I don't know. It was weird. I don't know why. I don't know why that happened. Anyways, okay. So yeah, I can only go one way. Sometimes I worry about my laptop. Not because it hasn't been giving me like any issues or anything. I know the battery on it is shit at this point. Like it can barely survive without it being plugged in at this point. So it's like it has to be plugged in because if it's not plugged in, it's like it'll be dead in like fucking an hour. So yeah, so I have that issue with it. But you know, other than that, it's like nothing hardcore or anything like that. Like you know, no, there's been no like major issues or anything like that. Um, see what I'm supposed to be doing. Okay, so I was supposed to be going all the way around. So I think this part of the game is not supposed to be. Well, did the dead bodies disappear? Yeah, dead bodies disappeared. Yeah, they don't stay. Of course, camera is kind of janky, but that's to be expected. Like around this era of gaming, like they're still figuring out like okay, how do we do 3D right? You know, like well, not 3D itself right, but cameras. You know, how do we do the 3D cameras right? I have no idea like what's making all that noise. But you know, if it wants to fight me, it it, it, it knows I'm here. I just don't want none of this. Fucking pussy. It's just twitching, but I can't do anything else. Oh, revolver bullets, cool. Scattering from dead. Yeah, that's very astute of you. I guess they just eventually die. They just like fucking do that. I don't know, to freak you out, I guess. Yeah. So I ordered a new controller so I could play on my PC because before I was using an Xbox One controller that I really liked using. But then that controller eventually died. Like not died, like it works, but like the one of the analog sticks like is not working right on it, unfortunately. Um Maybe I can try to open it up and give it a proper fix so I can, save the controller because it's a Gears of War controller that came with the Xbox One S because I used to have like that version system. That was like one of the best like fucking console designs ever. But I sold it coming here because there was just I didn't want to, but there's no point in owning it. And then I would have to like one day like try to like drag that shit over here. And at the time, like I didn't know what my future was gonna be like here. Like I do want to try to stay in Japan. You know, but we'll have to, see how that's gonna happen. And if I don't stay in Japan, I might go elsewhere. So, you know, So yeah, I would have loved to keep that Xbox One S because it was really cool. But yeah, unfortunately I sold it, but I kept the controller because the controller is really cool. Like definitely one of my favorite controllers. But yeah, it went bad, and then I started using because last year, like I don't know, the last couple years I've been playing a lot of fighting games, and a lot of it has I've been using the PS5 controller for. But the PS5 controller, I'm gonna be honest, I don't like it. I do not like the PS5 controller. Like I don't know, it doesn't even feel right to me. Um, so I deal with it when I play like PS5 games. But when I was playing like a bunch of fighting games, it was like, nah, I need a fucking another controller for this. So I got a six button Hori controller, and like it was also fine when I was using it to play on my PC. As long as I wasn't using you know doing something that uses dual analog sticks, because that the Hori controller, like I don't know, for reasons it only has one stick. But they did make like a newer version of the controller that I think is actually supposed to be like wireless, and maybe it's wireless, I don't know, may not be wireless, but it has two analog sticks and whatnot, but it's like double the price because that's how much an analog stick costs. Nah, I'm pretty sure it has like other things about it. In particular, I'm pretty sure it might be wireless. Like it might be wireless. So I want to get that controller one day. But other than that, yeah, I would like to get like an all new PS5 controller in general that's different from the actual PS5 controllers, but like they're stupid expensive. Like they are easily like double to triple the price of a normal PS5 controller. Like that is nuts. That is fucking nuts. So, but I got a, like a cheaper wired like um Xbox whatever controller. This one I got, it was like HyperX. It's like it's wired, which is fine because I need it to be wired anyways, so I can play it through the PC. Um, and yeah, it's supposed to be coming in tomorrow, so I'm looking forward to checking that controller out. Because yeah, I am not a fan of the PS5 controller. It's like I don't know. It's just it when I hold it, it does not feel right to me. Like, and I don't know, it just feels crampy. I don't know, it's because like I have big hands or long fingers or what. I don't know. It just doesn't feel right. Oh, great. We got a whole fucking area to get through. There's a lot of rooms. This is probably where the rest of this game, like, takes place in. Got first aid kit. Got revolver bullets. Got more revolver bullets. Okay, cool. I think that's supposed to be the safe spot. Like, when you see red pieces of paper. I don't know why that's a thing, but it is. Okay, so I came in through there. Alright. So, I don't know where I'm supposed to be going next. This reminds me of fucking Resident Evil. This reminds me more of Resident Evil than Silent Hill. Maybe they did it. They did that on purpose. Damn, I'm getting a lot of revolver bullets. Maybe I should just equip the revolver at this point. And if I start running low, like, then just go back to the cleaver. Okay, that's locked. Oh. The fuck?
Is somebody there? Open up. Hello?
Stop it. You're disturbing me.
Thank God. I finally found somebody. Can you open the door?
No.
But why?
Is it really necessary for me to answer all your tedious questions?
Yes.
Oh, I didn't know that. I want to be alone. Other people just irritate me.
I just want to see another human face.
Are you sure?
Do you know what's happening in this town? There's no one here. Just monsters.
Yes, I know. But so what? It has nothing to do with me. No one here means there's no one to disturb me.
You want to be alone in this insane asylum?
Yes, exactly.
Is this where I'm at? An insane asylum?
But how can you say that it's this town that's insane? Perhaps it's we who are insane.
Oh, maybe I'm not an actual.
Both of
insane
us.
asylum.
Hopelessly insane. Are you satisfied? Would you leave me alone?
My name is Maria. What's your name?
Ernest.
Hemingway?
Baldwin.
Ernest? I'll be back.
Okay, hold on. Yeah, this really reminds me of Resident Evil. I wonder if that was kind of like purposeful a bit. Because, you know, like between this and Resident Evil being like the two big survival horror games, um, you know, like if they just wanted to kind of give a nod. But, you know, this also, in general, this was a very interesting time because we did have like a whole lot of horror games come out like around this time, like especially the PS2 era. It's not to say that the PS1 era didn't have any like horror games, like it did, but not, you know, a plentiful amount. I mean, the main games really were like, you know, Resident Evil and Silent Hill, but you had other games that came out here and there. Like you had, you know, Clock Tower here, and um, you know, you had other games made by Capcom like Dino Crisis. You had games like Parasite Eve by Square. Um, you know, and I think there was like some other games that I can't quite think of at the moment. But when we get to the PS2 era, like man, like that was when like shit really like fucking popped off. And I think a lot of it also had to do with like making horror games on PS1 was like really difficult to do. And it took like a whole lot of work to make it happen and to make it work. Um you know, so that's why like there was like only so few, because if you think about it, like a lot of the horror games that came out for PS1 were for the most part made by the really big companies. And if there were other horror games, um you know, they weren't very good, and they were made by like, you know, like lesser companies, you know, like, you know, making them on a much cheaper budget and whatnot. So yeah, like I think making horror games on the PS1 like definitely like was not an easy endeavor to 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 do. But once we got to the PS2, then yeah, you know, we got like a bunch of Resident Evil games, we got a bunch of um Silent Hill games, you know, I think we still got Clock Towers. And then we started getting like fucking Fatal Frame and shit. So yeah, we got a lot of shit back in the day for PS2, and then some. And then it's like we got all different kinds of like horror games, whether it was like horror or psychological horror, action horror. Like we got a lot of shit back in the day. There's a door here. Oh, it's locked. I'm gonna assume like most of this place is like inaccessible. We're gonna bother.
Ernest, are you there? No, I guess not.
Fuck was that? Was that him? Should I go back up and check?
Ernest, are you there? No, I guess not.
Oh, because it sounded like a gunshot or something went off. But it could have been something completely different. Like either something fell or something broke in. Oh, this fell. Sure. Got a blackboard. Okay. Okay. Does this have something to do with like one of the things that I picked up? The fuck? Alright, let's see what happens if we insert as is. Okay. It's not gonna work. Hmm. Yeah, I think it did seem to do anything. Wait, what if I use this one first? Did I mean to do that? Keep hitting wrong buttons. Nope. Oh, wait, there's something here. Did not fucking notice that. Okay. Okay. I don't know if it matters. Like, which one I put in first or last. I think what matters is like what direction I put it in. All right, so because I want to be doing this like a million times. You know what I should have done? Hold on. Let me get this out and then take a look at the three pieces. All right. So I think the objective is I have to have all the holes covered. So, all right. So let's think about this. All right, because if I put this in place, the all right. So let's say I put all of these right side up, right? Um, that won't work for the black one or the red one because they all have the white, the white one, the black one, the red one are all exposed on the second hole from the left. I think that's different as yeah, but it's still they still both can't go right side up. All right, so if I'm turn it to the right, for the black one, um, the middle will be covered, but it'll only cover like one of those black spots. But if I put the red one right side up, nah, it won't work. Right side up. All right. If I do it 180, the bottom won't be covered up. Well, I think with the black one it would. The black one it might be covered. But it might be covered. I don't know if this is gonna work. All right, we're gonna try. All right, supposed to do it from the item screen. if this is gonna work. Damn. Nope. Okay, we're just gonna do it like this. This is what I'm gonna do. I'm over fucking thinking this shit for no goddamn reason. Because I'm assuming the very first piece, it doesn't matter what way it goes in. Alright. Let me see what happens if I just, like, insert it like normal. Damn it, did not mean to do that. Okay. Not close, but nah. Wait, no, I want to remove it. Fuck. Okay, so now, so I tried the black piece going one way and then having the red piece, you know, I tried it all different directions and it did not work. So now, when I'm done whenever I'm done pressing the wrong goddamn button. Alright. Because because I already know, like, putting it right side up, like, isn't gonna work. So I'll need to try that out. I'm pretty sure it's not gonna work. If it fucking works, I'm gonna be pissed. But I'm pretty positive, like, yeah, it's not gonna work. Alright. So now, damn, got close. Okay, I guess we try putting it 180. Ah, shit, I forgot to fucking grab it. Motherfucker. No, because there's no way it would work as a 180. God damn it. I keep fucking hitting the wrong button. Yeah, that's not gonna work. Okay. Nope, that didn't work. Nope, that didn't work either. No, okay. I don't know what the fuck. Yeah, I don't know what the hell. Like, I don't think it matters, like, which one goes in first. I mean, there's really no indication of, like, what What should go first? Wait, did that work? Why didn't it work before? I'm confused. Like, I don't think it should have mattered, right? But I did that combination before, so it does? I don't know. I don't know, dude. Whatever. Let's just move on. All right. So I did get a key. Did I zoom in again? Okay. And this isn't a very big place. I don't know if the rest of the game is going to take place in here. It may not, but I don't know, or it just might. Okay, so the only thing I can go is... Alright, let me see if I can go into the dining room. Because what was the key for? Did I not try to go in these doors before? Oh, okay. I would have thought, like, it would let me... I don't think I need to just go up to it and... Yeah. Alright, so... Maybe... I go back upstairs? Okay, so it was only for that door. Did I pick up bullets? I did not notice what the fuck I picked up. No, no. Okay, I found matches. So I might have to use that. No, is there anything else in here? Okay, let's still go further down the hall. I go there.
Oh no! She found the window! Don't move her!
What happened?
Fuck. It kind of looks like there's something under there, but can't do anything. I think. Can I destroy stuff? No. Oh, I think there's something on that desk over here. Yeah, and like there's stuff here, but no, I guess it's not a thing. So what's the point of going up here then? No, there you go. She wasn't fucking doing that before. Hmm?
To my daddy.
Okay. Okay. Fuck you, bitch. Oh, did she just go inside? Oh. Okay, I can kill them. Alright. That was really annoying. Okay, now I'm back here. Alright. Okay, before I go downstairs, I should search the rest of that floor. Or not. Yeah, much of this place seems to be inaccessible. Like, even if I get a key, like, those doors are just locked. I could barely see anything. Okay, you know what? I have to put the brightness up on the game. Put it into max. I still don't feel like it did anything. Like, it's so dark as shit. Okay, it's back here. Alright, we can save it. You motherfucker. How fucking dare you, bitch. Okay, now we're supposed to go. Or do. Let me go back to previous. And then I think, as far as the map goes, I think I covered most of it. Yeah. Because nowhere else I can go in the upper floor. Well, I have the whole other... Alright. So I think I'm just supposed to maybe go the other way. But hold on, I'm gonna check something real quick. Oh, there's a safe thing here too. Alright, so that's locked. So I'm probably gonna need a key. Alright. How am I supposed to get to the other side? Oh, there's this... Alright, so I'm probably gonna have to backtrack a bit. think I've been down here already. Or up there. Hey, are they all locked? So what the fuck? What am I missing? Okay. I'm just looking up the guide. Nice. It says something about the study. Wait, did I? Oh my god. There's a whole fucking door that I didn't try. God damn it. Alright, it was in here. What door did I not? Oh, this one. Yeah. Blood equals red, mist equals white. Okay. That sounds self-explanatory. Theoretically.
Do you know a little girl named Amy?
Why do you ask me that?
This letter. To my dearest daddy. It's from a girl named Amy Baldwin. Your daddy?
Yes. Where'd you find that?
Up in the attic.
Oh. What a fool. Now, when it's too late, I finally understand why. Why she was there. Why she was holding that empty envelope when she fell.
Ernest. Amy. She isn't... I'm sorry. I'm sorry I reminded you.
No need to apologize. You didn't remind me. I've never forgotten. Maria, some things we forget, and some things we can never forget.
Mm.
It's funny. I'm not sure which one is sadder. It's been 10 years, but I still...
Ernest, I'm sorry. I didn't know.
No, it's fine. Maria, that letter.
I'll leave it here.
Thanks. Maria? So you must be... That's why you could see me.
Huh?
So perhaps that means that I can hope for a miracle as well.
What do you mean?
In the apartment next door, there's a bottle containing a white liquid. I don't know exactly where it is, but I know it's in there somewhere. I must have it.
Then go fucking
You-
get it.
Want me to get it for you?
Please.
Why don't you just get it yourself?
Exactly.
If I could, believe me, I would. But
White?
I'll open the stairway door.
Ernest, do you really believe it will work?
I don't know.
Well, that's okay. I don't mind fighting for an impossible cause. Anyway, it beats just giving up and doing nothing.
Maria, thank you.
Let me save the game. I don't think I have too much more left, so I'm trying to like power through this because I need to go to bed. It's late. I got work in the morning. Oh, great. That's cool. Keep out of Haunted Mansion. Oh shit. You mean what? Oh, okay. So I guess I gotta... Oh, this safe spot. Looks like there's a door there, but it's not doing anything. Okay, what's she looking at? Oh, there's a thingy here. So is there like a candle or something around here? Is that a candle? I can't tell. Oh, it doesn't matter. I don't have matches. Alright, see what I'm supposed to do. Oh. Well, whatever I need is supposed to be here, but... Oh. There you go. So I guess I go back to Ernest. Where the fuck did I go to get to Ernest? Oh, I guess so. Maybe. Okay, yeah. So what did I go up for? Did I not? I did. Maybe I didn't notice that door. Wait, did I just go? What the fuck? I'm really bad at this. Wait, is this not the way to go? Wait. There we go. Yeah, I went to second floor for like no reason. I'm gonna assume that this is locked. Yeah. Okay.
Thank you, Maria. That's the only item I couldn't get myself. By the time I found out about it, I could no longer leave this house. So long.
Yes, but will...
Maria, the gods are here. You know it too. You were born in this town.
I'm not sure God is the right word.
Do you believe in fate?
Not really.
That's fine then.
Ernest, can I open this?
This is a dead end. There's nothing beyond here.
I know. So, what if I had said I believed in fate?
That James. He's a bad man.
James. Yes. I know.
He's looking for the you that isn't you.
Because he's kind? Do you know something?
Yes. Maria, you're...
Anyway, that's just what you think. You don't really know anything. That's fine.
Okay.
Oh, this is like the longest scene of like nothing. Like just bitch. What the fuck? You either kill yourself or use it to kill the monsters.
Mary? No, you're not.
Do I look like your girlfriend? My name is Maria.
Okay, well, I guess that's that. First time playing this little scenario. It was kind of interesting. Like, there wasn't much to it at all. You know, you get to, you know, inside, like, you know, this, not quite like a mansion, I guess, but, you know, pretty big home. Really big home. So I guess in a way it's like kind of a mansion, I guess. Not quite the Resident Evil mansion, but it's but it was it really did feel like a nod to Resident Evil. Like, so, but other than that, there really wasn't much to it, because in that area, like, most of the places, like most of the rooms and area was like completely inaccessible, and there really wasn't much monsters. Like, they fucking gave you, like, you know, I don't know if it's because I'm playing on like the fucking easiest setting, but it's like they gave you like so much fucking ammo, and you really didn't need that much. You know, if it wasn't for the end credits, you probably could have, like, played her scenario first. Yeah. If it wasn't for these credits, like, you could have played this first and then called it a day, but, like, yeah. So I saved 5 times, took me an hour and a half. Yeah, there's only a few enemies. All right, so yeah, so that's gonna be it for me for tonight. Next time I stream, maybe it'll be tomorrow night. Hopefully it is. But I will start. I will formally start playing Silent Hill 2. Like, I'll start playing the game itself. So we're looking forward to that. But yeah, hopefully I'll be able to stream tomorrow. I might be able to. We'll see. But yeah, I should be able to. I do have to take care of a couple things after work. But hopefully I'll have time. Other than that, I'm really looking forward to tomorrow, cause so all right, so for, you know, all the people who aren't watching, who haven't been able to keep up with,
James, honey, did something happen to you?
okay.
After we got separated in that long hallway? you confusing me with someone else? You were always so forgetful. Remember that time in the hotel?
Maria?
You said you took everything, but you forgot that videotape we made. I wonder if it's still there.
How do you know about that? Aren't you Maria?
Konami's, I don't know why, but like Konami's like intros are like fucking horrible because like they're so like fucking spoilerific. Like if you ever play Zone of the Enders 2, please do not watch the intro. Like I know you're gonna want to because like it looks cool and the music, oh the fucking music. But nah, it's just gonna fucking like spoil the entire goddamn game. It's gonna spoil the entire fucking game.
It doesn't matter who I am. I'm here for you, James. See? I'm real.
Okay. Oh. But anyways, okay, so really quick for all the people who haven't been following the story arc of okay. Um so so last Wednesday, all right, so first off there's this girl that I like um who's also like a coworker. And um to recap, we've been um after a night out drinking with our other coworkers, especially after I found out she no longer has a boyfriend and she's single, um and then that night, which I found out that the night out we went drinking, and then yeah, we just started talking um a lot like that night. And um hold on, Okay. So anyways, but yeah, so we I think she shared that I think she shared that information like early in the night, if I'm not, yeah, so like sometime early in the night, like she shared that information. And the thing is that I was always like interested in her, but when I found out um when she had a boyfriend, or that she had a boyfriend, which wasn't necessarily like confirmed, it's just I saw her out, uh like we there was like a ceramic festival or something, and I actually saw her, like she passed, she kind of passed by me, but she was like a little ways from me, so I couldn't get like her attention or anything, but she was with a guy. And then when I saw that, I was like, oh, she has a boyfriend, because of course, because like fucking everyone here has a boyfriend, in this particular area of Japan. So then um so that was that, right? And when I found out during the night we went out drinking with our coworkers, when she mentioned that she, she was single and she didn't have a boyfriend or whatever, I was like, oh, really? Not that that means anything, because it's like, you know, doesn't mean she's going to be interested in me, or in, but now it's like Jim Carrey from Dumb and Dumber is like, so you're telling me there's a chance, even though there probably isn't. But that night went really well, and the thing is that, I mean, when I say like, oh, there's a chance, it's like for the most part, like I mean, like jokingly, because um it's like, yeah, like, okay, like I'm interested in her, but I don't expect anything to happen. So so we still had like a really good night of like talking, and she shared like a lot of like personal stuff with me that I didn't expect. But we it was it was a really great and wonderful night. And that was that. I didn't really think anything much of it, until um I see her after that. The next time I show up to that school, I see her, we get to talk for a bit. We're talking about Legend of Zelda, about how she got into it, what game she played, whatever. um like we got into discussion about the older Legend of Zeldas, because I think I mentioned like I played them and stuff. And I also mentioned that like I have Super Famicom and stuff. And she was like, "Oh, I never played like the Zelda for Super Famicom. Like we should play together." Like just like fucking just straight up like inviting like herself, like making plans herself for like us to play together and whatnot. And that's like really unexpected, especially in Japan, with women. They like, granted, yeah, we've known each other as coworkers for like a couple years, and and worked together and whatnot. But I didn't realize like she felt like she knew me well enough and comfortable enough with me to um um like just invite herself like over and be alone with me and play Zelda. And in Japan, like that, for women to do that, like that's a pretty big deal. I mean, to be honest, I think for like any woman it should be a big deal, but some places more than others are a little lax. um you know like they just be going over people's places like on the first shot, like barely know a person, and hey, let's go over and whatever. So but in Japan, like I think they're a little bit you know more, I don't strict, I guess. I don't know, I can't think of, English is hard. um but yeah, but but that is a pretty big deal to for a woman to do in Japan. And it's like and then I was like, is she interested in me, or does she just like want someone to play Legend of Zelda with? So like I tried to not think like like she would be interested in me in any way. Like I try to make excuses like, okay, maybe she just wants a friend to play Zelda with. Like who fucking doesn't, you know? So um yeah, and then we've been trying to make plans to meet up to meet up and play Zelda, but life was getting in the way and we were never able to make plans. But I got to meet her for lunch like the day after Christmas. We talked for like 2 hours, and it I felt it went like really well, and it was and I had a good time. Sounds like she had a good time. And again, for her to give up like 2 hours of her time on an already busy day in Japan, that's also like a very important sign. Um, because again, it's just in Japanese culture, like their time is very important, and for them to like give up like any amount of time to you, it's like it's really it means something. Like it doesn't necessarily mean like, oh, this person must be interested in some, but it's like even like today, like I with one of my coworkers, I talked to her for quite a bit today because it was mostly about it was not mostly, it was like pretty much all about work related stuff. And we talked for like a good while, and we don't get to talk that deeply often or anything. But I um you know but again, it's just, especially on such a busy day, the fact that like she gave up like part of her time to like talk to me about work, like that's a big deal. And a part of me like really feels bad because it's like, what if she was working on something or trying to finish up on something, and it's like that's why I don't fucking talk to anyone at work, because I'm like I'm like fucking like deeply afraid that I'm interrupting them from something, and everything is like, you know, is just so time sensitive and whatnot. And it's like, yeah, no, it's just I'm like, if I don't talk to anyone in the office, it's because like I'm afraid to bother anyone and interrupting them from what they're doing or what they're about to do, so it's like, yeah, I don't talk to anyone because it's like, I don't know. But it's like, if anyone has time, like, please, and you just see me, like, even if I'm working on something, like, dude, no, just please come up to me and talk to me. Because like, it's you can bother me, it's okay, but it's like I don't feel like I can bother them. So anyways, all right, because this is I need to wrap this shit up. um but yeah, so long story short, like last week, um I'm making plans for me and my coworkers to have another night out of drinking. And I talked to um so I have to talk to like all my coworkers and find out like, okay, like what's a good day for everyone, um you know a, a good night for everyone to go out. And the first person I talked to is the girl that I like. And um so I ask her like when she's free. And no, so previously when we were trying to make plans for Zelda, she told me when she was free in February, which was like the weekend of the 1st or 31st, and the weekend of the 7th. Um because despite the fact that Valentine's Day is like very close by, I wasn't really thinking of asking her to go out or anything because I figured she must have already had plans. When we get to um all right, sorry, I got distracted. Anyways, so when I started talking to her and I asked her like, "Hey, I'm trying to figure out a date for all of us to go out drinking. What, when are you available?" Um and like knowing for the most part what the answer is, but like, maybe like it's been, I think, like a few weeks since she told me when she was free, so maybe things changed or whatever. So she told me that she pulls up, well, not only does she tell me, but she pulls up her calendar and she says she's free the 7th, and then on the 14th, like, it shows she has stuff written down, but she says like, "Oh, like I had plans on the 14th, but it's canceled." And then that's when, yeah. So first, I'm like, "Okay, we're going to go out drinking the 7th. I don't care if she's also free on the 14th to go out drinking, because I'm going to save the 14th for what I'm going to say next." So first off, I'm like, "Okay, the 7th, right, to go out drinking and everything, and I'm going to tell everyone, 'Hey, we're going out drinking on the fucking 7th.' All right? Not any other day. Definitely not the fucking 14th, the fucking 7th." So then, so after, like we talk about that, then I was like, "Hey, by the way, like, so you're not doing anything on the 14th?" And she's like, "No." And I'm like, "Okay, would you like to go out with me, like, on, for Valentine's Day?" Because I'm like, I didn't really word it like that. I was like, because that Saturday's Valentine's Day. Like, I don't have any plans either. Like, do you want to go out together for Valentine's Day? And she's like, "Really? Like, what would we do?" And I'm like, "I don't know." Because came up with, I just thought of asking you like then and there. But I will think about it. We'll do, and I'll get back to you. She's like, "Okay, cool." And then like that was that. So um so this whole week, like, I've been trying to like come up with like plans and stuff, like what to do, and I came up with two plans for her to choose based on, like, I don't know how her like energy level is, because I don't know, like, if she's like, like a big like outgoing person, like going out to places and whatever, or if she just likes to chill. Like, I don't know. So, I was gonna present her with two options. Like, either one was like basically gonna be like your traditional Valentine's Day date type of thing. And the other thing was like you're more like, you know, cozy and chill, a little bit more personal, um, Valentine's date. And I put in some details, not all the details. I think for the cozy one, I mean, it's pretty basic, but um, for the most part, I have the details for that. But for the other thing, I just have like, for both things really, it's like mostly just a rough plan. So, I have rough plans for like both things, and I'm gonna like introduce them to her and then see what she, like decides. Um, I mean, I'm cool with either or, but I do feel a little partial to the traditional Valentine's Day. But it's like I I'm just gonna present her the options. If she's like, "Oh, like, it's up to you. You could pick. I'm fine." Then it's like, fuck. I don't know what to pick because, it's either, like we go out and we have, and this is why like I'm kind of partial to the um you know, to the romantic days, because like, you know, we get to go out, it gets to be romantic, have a nice like dinner, have like, you know, a really fun time like being out and about and stuff. And yeah, it just sounds really nice. You know, on the other hand, you know, with the other one, it's like it ensures that it's like, okay, like it's just us, you know, like all day. I mean, yeah, it's still gonna be us all day, but like not having to like be out and about and in public and stuff like that. Like, you know, we get to like chill, play video games, watch movies, have that opportunity to also like talk to each other, get to know each other more. Um, and yeah, it's, you know, like getting that really like personal time with her, and that brings, you know, an opportunity to you know, like just get more personal with each other, where we may not be able to do that if we're out and about. So that's why like I'm you know, like I you know, I hope she doesn't make me choose. Like I hope like she picks. But if it's up to me, I might just go with the romantic, the more romantic outing. Um, so yeah, yeah. So that's gonna be tomorrow, and I guess we'll see what happens and how that goes. But for now, yeah, I'm gonna stop for tonight. Maybe I'll stream tomorrow and formally start Silent Hill 2. Um, as far as the rest of my week goes, I don't know about Thursday. I have a birthday dinner to go to on Thursday. Friday, I'll probably stream. I'll probably be later on Friday because I think I'm going to go do kickboxing. But to be honest, like the rest of the weekend, like I really don't have plans, and I hope I don't have plans because like I have money, but I mean, like I'm trying not to spend money because this month is already like an expensive month. You know, going out drinking. I got fucking the one of my principals like birthdays, party thing, retirement party, whatever thing. And then got the Valentine's Day thing. So it's like now it's like, okay, I can't spend money. I can't be spending money. Like I gotta fucking hoard that shit. I gotta fucking hold on to that shit because I'm gonna need like a lot of money for fucking Valentine's Day. So but yeah, but mostly the reason why like I'm so strapped for cash is because like coincidentally I'm also fucking getting a fucking I might be getting a Switch too next month. So yeah. Um but yeah, I'm gonna if I have a weekend of like no plans, I'm gonna make sure it stays to that. Like I'm not gonna go anywhere or do anything except, you know, like just my usual, like maybe go out to kickboxing and stuff like that. But I'm not trying to do anything more than that. So but anyways, all right. So have a good night or whatever, and hopefully see you next time.